Now in this video we are going to learn what are the factors affecting that what SN1 reaction. In that first one is called as what nature of alkyl halide. Nature of alkyl halide means 3-degree alkyl halide is more favorable for SN1 than 2-degree alkyl halides, then 1-degree alkyl halides, then alkyl halides. Otherwise benzyl carbocation. Benzyl carbocations is more favorable than allyl carbocations, which is more favorable than what an alkyl carbocations, which is more favorable than vinyl carbocations and phenyl carbocation. Phenyl carbocation with some exceptionals. We'll discuss in the numericals. Next one is nature of nucleophile. Here when we are taking in the second step, nucleophile is involved in the first step. It is not involved in the rate determined step. So therefore either weaker nucleophile or moderate nucleophile is mostly preferable. Stronger nucleophiles are not required. Just weaker nucleophiles can participating in the reaction because rate of reaction is not depends upon the concentration of the nucleophile, because attacking of nucleophile is involved in the first step. It is not a rate determined step. So therefore the rate of reaction does not depends upon the concentration of the nucleophile. See this graph. Rate of reaction does not depends upon the concentration of the nucleophile. Concentration of the nucleophile is increases, then the rate of reaction is what? Parallel to that what? Nucleus axis. That means rate of reaction does not depends on concentration of the nucleophile. That means if concentration of the nucleophile is 100 times increases, the rate of the reaction is same. Concentration of the nucleophile decreases 10 times, rate of the reaction is same. That is the nature of the nucleophile. Okay, generally here nucleophiles we are using that water, aqueous KOH we are using. Aqueous KOH, NaOH, alcohols, water we are using. Nature of the solvent. Mostly polar protic solvents are more favorable. Polar protic solvents. What is the polar protic solvents? Means the solvents which are liberating the what H plus ions, then they are called as a what? Polar protic solvents. See now when we are taking the water, water is the polar compound. Water is the polar compound because of that what? Partial negative charge and the partial positive charges they are having. It is called as a what? Polar covalent compound. Now this is releasing that what? H plus ions. Now water is releasing that what? H plus ions, so therefore it is called as a what? And polar protic solvents. Same way when we are taking that what? Alcohols. Now this is called as a what? Alcohol. This is also a polar molecule. Whenever it is, now this alcohols also releasing that what? H plus ions, so therefore it is also called as polar protic solvents. Similarly when we are taking that what? An acids. Now this is an acid. Acids also releasing that what? An H plus ions and forming H plus ions and forming that what? Anions, then it is called as a what? And polar protic solvents. The solvents which are having polar nature and releasing H plus ions. And releasing H plus ions, they are called as a what? And polar protic solvents. Polar protic solvents are more favorable. Okay, this is next examples is water, alcohols, acids. All these are comes under polar protic solvents. During this polar protic solvents, the halide ions, what is the leaving group is leaved here, that is stabilized by that what? Hydration. So therefore energy is liberated. That energy will help to break that what? That energy will help to break the bond between that what? Carbon and halogen. That energy. Here some amount of energy is liberated during this. So now H plus alcohol H plus ions and a halogen minus, between them attractions is developed due to that what? Hydration. That energy is called as a what? An hydration energy. This energies help to break the bond between carbon and halogen. Next one is leaving group ability. Leaving group ability means weaker is the bases, they are the better leaving groups. what are the leaving group ability in the next video we are going to discuss. Thank you. These are the factors affecting an SN1 reactions.